We're going to keep stacking W's, all right? At least another 75 of them, because we're going to finish how we started this challenge, which is strong. Ho, ho. All right. Let's get into things. Distance is discipline, all right? Distance is discipline. I've always used to hear the saying, well, now I understand it, and that's elevation requires separation, all right? Because in any space, any magnitude of growth, you have to go through a period of solitude, a period of quiet, orchestrating your thoughts so you can turn them into something magnificent, to a masterpiece. But it will only happen when distance is put in place, and that is discipline. Of course, it's not easy. Of course, it's very intentional, but just continue to ask yourself a variation of, if not me, then who? If not me, then who will give the discipline that is needed so I can progress in some way, shape, or form? No matter what perspective you look at in life or how anybody on this God-given given earth has progressed, discipline has been an instrument played, whether they knew it or not. Because some, like going to the military, distance is inevitable. You have to go to an entirely new world, and you get a new chance at decisions and sacrifices, whether you want to or not. Or say if you move to a new city, it's intentional probably to go to a new city. Not everybody's situation is the same now. Yet you now have a chance, another shot at choosing distance for discipline or not. But whatever perspective you look at it, distance is the discipline, which gives you a second opportunity to do things differently than you did once before. That's powerful. Well, speaking of distance, now we got a word known as maturity, adulthood, sense of responsibility, the state, fact, or period of being mature. So something that they do not tell you about discipline. That is not age restricted. Anybody can have discipline at any age, whether you 10 or 100. 7, I would say 6, 7 is where you start becoming conscious of just enough stuff. You are by far very much a child, but 6, 7 to 1,000. Maturity is not age restricted. Now, we have generalities on when people are mature, but it comes down to your emotion being managed or your perspective widening. You're starting to see things from different angles, and whether you agree or disagree, you understand to an extent of why something is happening in the style or pattern that it is going down in, or to the style or pattern that you're seeing it at. Perspective is maturity. And then now, knowing that, having that maturity and choosing to do the opposite full knowingly, through and through, now that is avoidance. That is avoidance. If you know better 100% and you make a conscious decision consistently to do worse. See, we also know the big saying that all our grandmas, OGs, great grandmas, the mamas, the aunties, and said, if you knew better, all right, you do better. So you knowing you have maturity, you better do better, because you don't do what you know you should do, then hey, that's a totally different conversation that this channel is unable to offer. Yet maturity, use the word, implement it into your life if you haven't yet, because that coincides or go inside the discipline that altogether shows why distance is the discipline. Now, day 290 of 365. I'm sweating bricks right now if y'all can't tell. Day 290 of 365. Being sober, sobriety, you know what to do. Click the link in the bio to get your guide, as we're going to keep stacking W's, all right? At least another 75 of them, because we're going to finish how we started this challenge, which is strong. Ho, ho. Yes, I bark when I get excited. Something about me. Thank you, everybody, for commenting, and subscribing to the channel. The more you interact, the higher chance somebody else get blessed with this game, these words, this knowledge that can make their life ultimately better. Like, you are appreciated. It is also another day posted on YouTube every single day until 1,000 subscribers is amassed, and then we just recalibrate, update, proceed forward. YouTube, content creator, digital creator, influencer, winner. I don't care how you put it. It's a part of my identity, me being online. This is the golden ticket. This is the Willy Wonka ticket to where you can take your passion of being motivational, your passion of showing the world where you can start from humble beginnings. And you looking at somebody who come from ultra humble beginnings and change your life with decisions, intentional decisions, intentional discipline. That this life is true. You can make it whatever you want it to be. But you got to ask yourself, what do you want? Let's go.